Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone and directed by John G. Avildsen, was released in 1976. It tells a classic story of a small-time boxer, Rocky Balboa, who gets an opportunity of a lifetime to fight for the heavyweight boxing championship of the world. We're continuing our tribute to Carl Weathers, and of course, that can't be complete without discussing his most iconic role, Apollo Creed. In case you haven't seen Rocky, there are spoiler alerts. This film is known for its inspirational underdog story, memorable characters, and iconic training montages, which have become tropes in other sports movies. Rocky walked away with the award of Best Picture and was followed by an array of sequels to match. This is Sylvester Stallone's best film, in my opinion, and the character he's most identified with in cinema. Stallone's performance as Rocky is outstanding. He brings a raw and authentic energy to the role and the character by highlighting the spirit of determination and resilience with this character. Rocky is and never was that could have been. He spent his life taking the easy way out by being a leg breaker for a long shark while accepting fights that weren't worth his time. In the first act, he's accepted his position as a club fighter until he's given the opportunity by fate to fight the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed, who's played brilliantly by the late Carl Weathers. Just a side note, Stallone stated in an interview that the reason he selected Carl Weathers for Apollo was because of his arrogance that he showed in their initial audition. He came into the room and he didn't even think that Stallone was the lead of the film. In Stallone's mind, Carl Weathers was Apollo. His size, athleticism, looks, charisma, and swagger all made him perfect to play this part. After reluctantly accepting the challenge, Rocky begins to train for the biggest fight of his boxing career. In emotional exchange, he reluctantly allows Mick, the owner of the boxing club where he trains, to manage him. Rocky is resentful at Mick because he marginalized him during his prime years while being a member of his boxing club, and he doesn't want him to be a part of this opportunity. Mick leaves, but Rocky runs back to him and accepts his offer. Now, one of the things that I enjoyed about this film is that it presents the theme of self-accountability. Rocky comes to the realization that if he's going to beat Apollo, he's going to need Mick's help. It does him no good to blame others for his current life position, and if he wants to be successful, he's going to have to take advantage of this opportunity. This film also features a great performance by Talia Shire as Adrian, Rocky's love interest. One of the things about her character that I like is her arc. She doesn't just change in this film, but throughout the entire series. Adrian and Rocky are inversions of each other. While Rocky is brutish and tough, Adrian is delicate and withdrawn. As the story progresses, you see Adrian become more confident within herself. For instance, in the scene where Paulie, her brother and Rocky's best friend, played by Burt, chastises her about not wanting to go out with Rocky, she absorbs Paulie's abuse. Later on, in the end of Act 2, she stands up to Paulie's abusive behavior. Even her clothes are different. As she confronts him, she no longer is wearing her nerdy reading glasses and awkward clothing to hide her shape. She becomes a more confident woman. Her and Rocky seem to feed off each other by becoming better versions of themselves. The scenes of Rocky running up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art have become synonymous with film cliches, and the film's theme song, Gonna Fly High by Bill Conti, is one of the most recognizable movie songs in all of cinematic history. Rocky is not a film about winning. It's a film about having the courage to achieve your goals and not being afraid to do what it takes to make that happen. Overall, Rocky is a timeless classic that has left a lasting imprint on the world of cinema. Its inspiring story, memorable characters, and iconic moments make it a must watch for any film enthusiast, and I give it 5 out of 5 stars and a big thumbs up. Thank you for joining us here at the Movie Insurrectionist. We'll continue reviewing more movies, and remember, theatrical release will not be televised. Until next time.